Going to be a review for the 2015 film Krampus. Finally checked it out. I've been meaning to, and Christmas is getting pretty close, so I thought I'd watch it. I heard some good things, and there's also, I guess, a director's cut. Um, but I couldn't find I couldn't find that. It's like a very naughty cut or something like that. Let's see, what is it called? The naughty cut. Oh, I guess Shout Factory released it. But I just watched the normal cut, and I enjoyed the movie. I liked it. I didn't think it was the greatest. It's a Christmas horror movie ever. It is pretty brutal, I would say. Like, I don't think little kids should probably watch this. Um, but I'll get into that in a minute. The spoilers. So, it has a good cast. It stars Adam Scott, Toni Collette, David Koechner. He's in he's an Anchorman. Allison Tolman. Krista Stadler is the grandmother, and Concha Farrell is the aunt, like the alcoholic aunt. Oh man, she's dead now. Died 2020. Oh, that sucks. Well, she is kind of, she's kind of overweight, so that's too bad. But she's been in a bunch of stuff. Aaron Brockovich, Edward Scissorhands. She always kind of plays like the same character, kind of like sassy, kind of mean. And in this, she plays that too. But I think it's a good cast. I like Adam Scott. I like that the family isn't like separated, like the dad's in the picture, just a normal family. Toni Collette's sister comes to visit, and this part's obviously influenced by Christmas Vacation, National Lampoons, guaranteed, because there's similar dialogue. I mean, he's not Uncle Eddie, but he's kind of similar. He's not as bad as him or as disgusting as him. But you could tell that they're kind of the Uncle Eddie. They don't, they're lower income, and I don't know. They kind of they kind of look down on them in a way. But so they come, they bring the aunt. Toni Collette's pissed because she wasn't told the aunt was going to come. And then the sister's like, well, we were just dropping off presents to her. And then she came with a suitcase. So she's like, okay, so I'm coming. It's like 2 or 3 days before Christmas. So, every year they kind of stay for a few days, just like in Christmas Vacation. And then the rest of the movie occurs, and basically this kid, son of Adam Scott, has he's writing Santa. He's a little old to still be doing the Santa thing, but he wants to believe in something, and I can understand that. And he's writing Santa. He's very close with his grandmother, who mainly just speaks German. I thought that was kind of a cool twist, a little bit different. And, she encourages him to do this. And she talks to him about St. Nicholas and Santa and Christmas, and, it's important. And, all the kids on the other side of the family, they're all fighting, and they're able to steal the letter from him. And then one of the kids reads it out in the middle of dinner, which I thought was pretty mean. It's like, that's pretty mean. because he's like has a wish list for all these things, and it's pretty private. But she does, and he gets super angry, and then he says, you know, like, I hate Christmas, and like I hate all of you, um, you know, and forget exactly, but then he goes upstairs and he kind of cools off, and then Adam Scott goes to talk to him, um, and then he's like, you know, you could still mail that letter. And he's gonna, but then he's like, you know, so pissed, and he just rips it up and throws it out the window. And this ends up summoning Krampus, which I don't fully understand, like, how, but, there's some things about, like, how this occurs and what happens at the end I kind of have some questions about, but yeah, the movie's pretty brutal, because, I mean, Krampus is basically picking off the family one by one. Like, I think it's the next day, and this huge blizzard comes in, and this huge blizzard comes in, and basically, like, takes out the power, and Krampus is actually taking out the neighbors, seems like, first. So he's just killing a bunch of people. The daughter has a boyfriend who lives like a few blocks away. She wants to go visit him. You know, because she's bored and the power's out, but there's this blizzard, and she wants to go, and Adam Scott says okay. Tony Collette doesn't want her to go, so she leaves. She's walking, and she notices it's pretty weird. This blizzard is very powerful. It's very cold. I mean, they live in a cold area, but you get the feeling like this isn't normal. And then she starts seeing this, you know, creature, Krampus, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and it starts chasing her. She hides under a truck, and it pretty much cuts to black, and he takes her out, and he's taking out, I guess that's a spoiler because you don't really know that till the end, but it's pretty obvious he's taking these people out one by one. So I did like the movie. I have some questions about some stuff that happens. It's directed by Michael Dougherty. It was a writer on Superman Returns. Oh gosh, it's a boring movie. This is a better movie than that. There are some things about Superman Returns I like, though, but like, the guy who plays Superman's good. There's some good stuff in that movie, but he helped write X-Men 2. Oh, okay, so that's where he met Bryan Singer. Okay. Now that's a good script. That's an amazing script. So, but X-Men Apocalypse, directed Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I haven't seen that, but it's well directed. I didn't think it was anything amazing. There's some good practical effects later on, and Krampus looks pretty good. Looks like it's mostly practical. It's well shot. You definitely can feel the cold that is crept, and like, I like when they go into one of the houses and the doors open and the whole house is just frozen. I thought Adam Scott and David Koechner had really good chemistry together, because he doesn't really like him. They don't really like each other, but by the end they really respect each other. They like each other. I liked all that. Like, there's a line by David Koechner. He's like, what did he say? He's like, because like Adam Scott ends up saving his life, and then he's like, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry, because I used to think you were a giant pussy, but after what you did tonight, you know, I know that you're not, or something. It's a pretty hilarious line. But yeah, I'll get into spoilers now. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. You know, Christmas is coming up. I enjoyed it. It's only like an hour and 30 minutes. So I don't know, the naughty cut I think adds a little bit more time. But yeah, check it out. It's a solid movie. It's a solid Christmas horror movie if you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, so he's taking everyone out, and the grandma obviously is kind of knows something's going on. Later you find out that when she was a child, Krampus visited her because I kind of liked how it went into like an animated sequence there too. It's a little different. And then you don't have to like cast a younger actress to do it. You don't have to, you know, it probably saves a bunch of money. So, but I thought that was smart. And you could tell she's not, you know, saying everything. But yeah, and then it's like the town she was in. You know, it's Germany. I don't know. Maybe this is after the war. I'm not sure, but people were fighting over food, and no one was honoring Christmas, and people were being very selfish and not, you know, the spirit of Christmas, not following that. And I'm not sure if she said the things that he did to summon Krampus. That's where I'm kind of like, how do you summon this creature? I'm not sure it makes any sense, but so Krampus shows up and yeah, takes off a bunch of people in the town, basically kidnapping them, and you find out later what's happening. And as far as you can tell, takes her family, but not her. And she says this to them. She tells them to keep the fire going, because that seems to keep Krampus away, is if you have a fire in the house, which is one reason why the power's out, so you can't have heaters on. And but basically Krampus is taking them one by one. He's like, I think he puts like these toys in their attic, and they come to life, and they start fighting all of them. That was pretty funny, because Adam Scott's like, you gotta be kidding me. Because like one's like this jester, and I like how underneath it's like they're like monsters. It's like really good practical effects, I thought, on that. And later they're attacked by elves. I thought that was funny, because she's like, grandma's like, oh no, the elves are coming. And yeah, and he's kidnapping all of them, and it's pretty brutal, because like he takes the little baby, there's a little baby, takes all the kids, and slowly he's, you know, capturing all of them. And then the kid thinks, well, maybe I can undo the spell by saying I take back my wish. I think his wish was, I don't know, I forget, like he hates Christmas, and like he wishes like that we didn't have to celebrate Christmas or something. And he takes it back and he thinks that will fix it, but they're all just getting thrown into this fiery hole, and he throws him in there, and in the end, it was revealed that now that he puts all of them in snow globes, and now they're going to have to relive Christmas, I think, every day. And I guess you can't leave your house. I don't know. They're in these like magical snow globes, and now he's gonna have to, you know, live with his. I guess it'd be his uncle, right? David Koshner, and his aunt, and I guess it'd be his great aunt, right? Forever, I guess. So it's pretty dark. Um, really, Krampus wins. They lose. And there's not much they could do about it. I like how David Koechner has like a Hummer and he has guns in the back. And Adam Scott's like, "You brought guns to Christmas?" And he's like, I bring them everywhere. I was like, nice, like big Second Amendment advocate right there. But I did like the movie. I do think that like the best parts of this movie are Adam Scott, David Koechner, Toni Collette, and her sister's pretty good. The aunt's funny because she just keeps getting drunk. Thought that was funny. I mean, it's got a good heart, you know, like the stuff with the grandma and the kid, and but you know, I do have some questions about the logic of the movie. I know it's kind of ridiculous questioning logic of a movie called Krampus, who's like a giant creature with horns that kidnaps people magically, but you know, a movie has to establish logic early on and then follow it, and I'm not sure it did that well, but yeah, it's all right. I don't think it's amazing, but I definitely enjoyed. I liked how he was just picking off people one by one. One of the kids in this kind of reminded me of the kid in Bad Santa. I like how Krampus is like huge, and he has the practical effects on the face I thought were really good. So the film was originally released on the November 25th, but was pushed back to December 4th to coincide with the Krampusnacht, a traditional Austrian festival held on December 5th that celebrates the Krampus coming to punish naughty children. Okay, so Krampus is like a real like myth then. It's like I think the grandma says like he is Saint Nicholas's shadow. So he's like the opposite of Saint Nicholas. The Krampus's final design was distilled from various postcards and illustrations of the creature over the years. It's definitely creepy. If you could do me a favor and smash that like button, it'd be great. It really helps the channel. Krampus is a huge part of Austrian and German folklore. In Austria and southern Germany, they have Krampus runs, where grown-up men dress up as Krampus, pray through the city streets, and scare children. Michael Dougherty, that's the director, describes the Krampus in the film as Santa Claus's shadow. Yeah. He's having a good time doing what he does. He enjoys the cat and mouse aspect of it. Yeah. Right, he's not the unstoppable monster that kicks down your door and rampages and grabs you. There's something darkly playful about him. They made a point of having the film's first act be strictly a Christmas movie before having it turn towards horror and dark fantasy. Yeah. The opening scene was shot on location in a single day at a department store. Yeah, that part kind of reminded me of the Thanksgiving movie, because like it shows people at Black Friday and they're all beating each other up, and you know, I've never seen that because I have worked in retail, and I've never seen people beating each other up and stuff, but it does get pretty crazy at Black Friday. So, but I know that does happen though. I think even one year someone was like trampled to death. The visible breath on the cold exteriors was done digitally, but a major component of it involved filming real people in freezers, reading dialogue for the scenes. Their breath was then isolated and added optically to the shots. Well, it looked fine. One of the few notes they received more than once from the studio was to cut back on the baby crying. But yeah, that's about it though. Yeah, I just kind of like at the end, like, so does that mean they're just gonna be in this snow globe forever and basically be stuck on Christmas Day forever? It's like, okay. Understandably, with the controversy that surrounded other Christmas horror movies like Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Black Christmas, Krampus was a hard story to sell. It wasn't until Legendary Pictures agreed to a PG-13 rating that Universal greenlit the movie. Okay, so that's where the director's cut comes in, because that's R. But yeah, check it out, Krampus, 2015. So that's about it, though. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.